What if I told you there's a man who owns cars so rare, so valuable, that insurance companies won't even give them a price? Jay Leno's garage isn't just a collection, it's an automotive museum worth over $100 million. And today, we're counting down the 10 cars he considers absolutely untouchable. Cars that no amount of money could pry from his hands. And if you're fascinated by legendary car collections like I am, make sure to subscribe, because we dive deep into the world's most incredible automotive treasures every single week. Number 10, 1967 Lamborghini Miura P400. At number 10, we have the car that literally invented the supercar genre. Jay's 1967 Lamborghini Miura P400. This isn't just any Miura. This is one of the original P400 models with the legendary 350 horsepower V12 mounted transversely behind the driver. Built from 1966 to 1969, only 275 P400s were ever made before Lamborghini upgraded to the P400s. With a top speed of 171 miles per hour and 0 to 60 in just 6.7 seconds, numbers that were absolutely mind-blowing in 1967. This Miura established the template for every mid-engine supercar that followed. Current market values for pristine P400s range from $1.5 to $2.5 million. But Jay's car represents something more valuable: automotive history in its purest form. Number 9, 1928 Bugatti Type 37A. Introduced as the supercharged version of the original Type 37. The 37A was built for serious competition in the Voiturette class, but its performance could rival much larger and more powerful machines. Under its elegantly sculpted hood lies a 1.5-liter straight-four engine, fitted with a Roots-type supercharger, producing around 60 horsepower in standard form. But thanks to its featherweight construction, it could still achieve top speeds of around 122 miles per hour. The engineering was pure Ettore Bugatti, a lightweight chassis, cable-operated brakes, and the brand's signature attention to mechanical artistry. Between 1928 and 1930, only 76 examples of the 37A were produced, making each survivor a prized piece of motorsport history. Jay's car is valued at close to $1 million, but its true worth lies in its authenticity. Number 8, 1932 Duesenberg S.J. Murphy. At number 8, we encounter American automotive aristocracy, Jay's 1932 Duesenberg S.J. Murphy. This rolling monument to excess packs a supercharged 420 cubic inch straight-eight engine producing a staggering 320 horsepower, more than most cars would achieve for the next 40 years. The SJ could hit 129 miles per hour and accelerate from 0 to 60 in just 8.5 seconds, making it one of the fastest cars in the world during the Great Depression. But speed was just one element of the Duesenberg mystique. These were the cars of Hollywood royalty and industrial titans. Only 36 supercharged SJ models were ever built between 1932 and 1937, and Jay's Murphy-bodied convertible represents the absolute pinnacle of American coach building. The Murphy Body Company was renowned for creating automotive art, and this particular design influenced luxury car styling for decades. Current market values for authentic SJ models range from $1.5 to $4 million, but Murphy-bodied examples consistently command premium prices. Number 7, 1955 Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Gullwing. At number 7, we have one of the most legendary sports cars ever built, Jay Leno's Mercedes. This isn't one of the ultra-rare, alloy-bodied barn finds that sell for nearly $10 million. Instead, Jay owns a classic steel-bodied example that's been meticulously restored for real driving enjoyment. It blends historical accuracy with mechanical reliability, making it a car meant for the open road, not just a display P. Under the hood sits a 3.0-liter inline-six engine with mechanical direct fuel injection, regal when weren't. Jay often says that the magic of the 300 SL isn't in its rarity, but in the way it drives, precise steering, balanced handling, and a visceral connection to the road that few modern cars can replicate. Number 6, 1963 Chrysler Turbine Car. Next up, we have one of the most fascinating experiments in automotive history, the 1963 Chrysler Turbine Car. This isn't just a rare car, it's a piece of Cold War era engineering that looked to replace the piston engine entirely. Under the hood, well, technically, under the sleek bronze bodywork, It's a turboshaft engine derived from aircraft technology. It runs on almost anything flammable: gasoline, kerosene, diesel, jet fuel, even tequila, if you're feeling adventurous. Producing around 130 horsepower and a massive 425 pound-feet of torque. The turbine spins up to an incredible 44,600 RPM. The result? Smooth, vibration-free power delivery unlike anything you've ever experienced in a car. Number 5, 1909 Baker Electric. Number 5 on our spotlight is none other than Jay Leno's 1909 Baker Electric, a pioneering marvel from the dawn of truly practical electric vehicles. Far ahead of its time, this car embodies an era when silent, clean automotive innovation was already turning heads. Under its hood, well, where an internal combustion engine would normally thrum, resides a bank of robust electric batteries powering a smooth, whisper-quiet motor. Though figures from 1909 vary, Baker Electrics typically produced around 6 to 15 horsepower. This modest yet refined output let the car comfortably cruise at around 20 to 25 miles per hour, an impressive and reliable pace for city driving in the early 20th century. Number 4, 2006 EcoJet. Co-developed with General Motors and revealed at the 2006 SEMA show, the EcoJet is powered not by a piston engine, but by a Honeywell LTS-101 helicopter turbine, producing around 650 horsepower and spinning up to 52,000 RPM. The sound alone is enough to make gearheads weak in the knees, a shrieking, jet-like wail that feels like you're piloting a fighter plane down the freeway. The name EcoJet comes from its fuel choice. It runs on biodiesel, giving it cleaner emissions and a faint scent of French fries when it passes by. Inside, the cockpit is pure aerospace, digital readouts, jet-style toggle switches, and a steering wheel that looks more at home in a spaceship than a car, despite being fully functional. Number 3, 1906 Stanley Steamer. Number 3 brings us to automotive pioneering spirit. Jay's 1906 Stanley Steamer, a car that represents the road not taken in automotive history. The Stanley Steamer could achieve remarkable performance for its era. Top speeds exceeding 60 miles per hour and virtually silent operation with instant torque delivery that made gasoline cars seem primitive by comparison. The acceleration was so smooth and immediate that passengers described it as magical. What makes Jay's Stanley Steamer untouchable isn't just its rarity, though few complete, operational examples exist today, but its representation of automotive possibilities. This car demonstrates that our current transportation technology wasn't inevitable, it was chosen. The engineering sophistication of the Stanley Steamer was decades ahead of its time. The car featured automatic controls, consistent heating, and performance characteristics that gasoline engines wouldn't match until the 1920s. Steam cars held land speed records well into the automotive era. Number 2, Blastoline Special Tank Car. At this spot on our list, we have something so outrageous, so mechanically excessive, that it almost defies the definition of car. Meet Jay Leno's Blastoline Special, better known as the Tank Car. Built by artist and metal sculptor Randy Grubb, the Blastoline Special is powered by the same 29-liter V12 engine you'd find in an M47 Patton tank, an engine designed for war, now repurposed for pure automotive insanity. Out of the box, this monster produced around 810 horsepower and over 1,600 pound-feet of torque. The car itself stretches over 19 feet long, weighs nearly 9,500 pounds, and yet, thanks to all that military-grade torque, it can roast the tires with a single prod of the throttle. It's not just powerful, it's a rolling work of art. Every panel is hand-formed aluminum, polished to a mirror finish, giving it a presence unlike anything else on the road. Number 1, 1990 Ford McLaren F1. At number 1, we reach supercar royalty. Jay's 1990 Ford McLaren F1. This isn't just a fast car, it's a car that redefined what automotive excellence could be. With its naturally aspirated BMW Source 6.1-liter V12 producing 627 horsepower, the F1 achieved a top speed of 240.1 miles per hour, a record that stood for over a decade. The acceleration figures are still breathtaking today. 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds, 0 106.3 seconds, and 0 to 200 miles per hour in just 28 seconds. Only 106 road cars were ever built between 1992 and 1998, making each F1 extraordinarily exclusive. Current market values for McLaren F1S have reached stratospheric levels, with recent sales exceeding $15 to $20 million. The obsessive attention to detail that went into the F1's construction borders on the insane.